Hello there, Capricorn. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium and an empath. This reading's for Capricorn for August of 2018. And I got a couple announcements to make before we start. That's that the prayer class is out there for you. And so are the suture classes. The sutras are in two parts because they have to be. But I made it so you can purchase part one and then part two or get them together for a discounted price. Also, the sutras are excellent. It takes 5 minutes a day. They're words that you put it into a really simple meditation. Enhances the clear perceptions for those of you doing this kind of work. It's a good tool to add to your toolbox, or if you're starting to do this kind of work, it's an excellent thing to bring in because it really sharpens them, and it takes 5 minutes. You can do it before bed or, in the morning. That's all there is to it. There's 2 short videos over at the channel explaining them all to you, so like 5 or 6 minutes long. Anyhow, go look if you're interested. And to everybody that's new, I pull 4 cards for the month. Use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So I guess all of us Capricorns are named Frankie throughout this for the time of the reading. Anyhow, I'll look at your moon sign and your rising sign. Gives you a more comprehensive view of the month. And the other thing is, I don't think the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month like a theme going on. Well, I have a message for us, and it's kind of nice. They said, we will be rewarded for our faith. And the other thing is, anything that's personal or professional. And I think this is because of the retrograde stuff that's going on, but to avoid any jealousy, envy, competition, resistance, all those kind of things. I don't know why it's going to be important to us, but it will be throughout this month, but we're rewarded for our faith. So if we make it through it, it looks like it might have been tough the last few months for us. We have really good words: brotherhood, sisterhood, harmony, obedience, flexibility, and clarity. So these are all excellent words for us, But I looked down at these cards and I thought, oh no, what are we going to do? Because our first card here is the Ten of Swords. But in that manner, I feel so bad for him. He's like stabbed in the back and bleeding all over in the freezing cold snow. This can be, for some of us, a lesson. Maybe we were disobedient and we got betrayed, but what it actually means is a fresh new start. Because it is a 10, that means we are done with the lessons of the past. We are beginning on a fresh new cycle, going to be much more harmonious, bringing to us a lot more alliances, because we have the words brotherhood, sisterhood, people that care about us into our lives, people that can serve and help us. Now, when we get this 10, this is calling us to make a total break with our past. A total break. So if there is things that trigger me, upset me, harm me in any way, if it's ongoing now or if it is coming, like maybe during this month, some of us, these are past lessons. We're starting the fresh new beginning now in August, and we don't want to bring back to us whatever caused this kind of harm. So my feelings are being obedient to how I feel inside our word, being obedient. How do I feel about this situation? How do I feel about if it's professional? How do I feel about what's going on at work? How do I feel about it? maybe I want to remove myself from it, as in maybe office gossip, office politics, I always think, what, if someone is talking about me, right, or talking to me about someone else, what makes me think I'm above them talking about me to someone else? And if we think about it, that's the way, these kind of cards can work. But gossip, betrayal, you know, things that happened that just took me right, knocked me off my shoes, or off my feet, however you want to say it, blew my socks off. A lot of times we get lessons like that with this kind of card, but it is the end of those type of lessons. So how I'm feeling and what Spirit's explaining to me is, if we choose harmony and clarity in our lives, we may not want to see the full situation around us, but we don't want to be provoked into the past dynamics, because this is a time of energetic clearing. We have all these retrograde things happening, redo, revisit, revise, all of those kind of things. That can be an internal thing too. So, I've seen this card with people have had surgery too, and they're recovering from a really tough or traumatic time. And we have another card that would mean that too. So perhaps some of us have had a sickness, surgery, something like that. We're just beginning to get back in harmony, back in balance, getting more flexible. Sometimes it could be back surgery actually, or back problems, and we're starting to get back into it. I've seen it before like that, but this is the usual connotation, or whatever I want to say. I can't quite make out the word. I probably can't say the word they're saying to me. Is that I've suffered some kind of betrayal. Maybe I've already suffered the envy, jealousy, competition, things like that, that I had to come up past and overcome, get a little more obedient to what I feel inside my own self, about situations. And if I have to make breaks from the past, these 10 swords give me the capability to make my breaks from the past, clear that energy, and move on, move up, move forward, because there's a lot of help, we are rewarded for our faith. There's a lot of help coming in, and this is a good year for us, and we've had it tough. But here's our next card here, the King of Cups. Excellent. This is a card, a nurturing card, male or female. It's water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's not us. But we may be calling to bring forth the energetics of the King of Cups. It can be a mature, someone who's older than us. It can be a father figure, someone who acts as if they are a father figure to us, but they are dependable and they are loyal, and it's a person that we can count on when the chips are down. For some of us, it could be someone we're in love with, but they send and give love to us. The King of Cups is very mature. He's not the king that goes out and battles and fights and, screams and yells and wins the war. He does not lord over his subjects. We want to maybe remember that with those last couple words about never lords over them. He stands beside and with them as an equal. He is a leader, but he leads in an appropriate manner. He's mature. If it's a person outside of us, he will come to help us in our time of need, and we could rely on that. He also means, like, if we're doing something creative, but these are general readings, so maybe in the workplace or a love relationship, means that we will get it. that it's going to work out in our benefit, work out in our favor. And above all, the Queen of Cups is highly, highly psychic. The King of Cups possesses that same kind of energy. So that could be, someone that has that clarity, that foresight in order to be able to serve and help us, but they're on our side. So if I were going to marry that King of Cups, I'd marry them in a half a minute, male or female. I have to say that because they're general readings. He will help, serve, loyalty, dependability at all costs if there's something that I need. Or, like I said, they go both ways. So he could be me taking on some of this water energy, because the Pisces, I don't know what it is, maybe full moon, I don't know, I'm not an astrologer. That energetics comes in towards the end of the month also, so that's a lot of water energy, and we're earth, So it shows that we may need to step into it, because it comes with a lot of emotional energy, but because there's such bunch of crap astrologically, I almost didn't get that out of my mouth, going on for everybody, right, with the retrograde, that can provoke, because those are emotions, jealousy, envy, resistance, competition, that kind of stuff. And this shows that I will make it through it, because I'm rewarded for my faith, basically. Because this could be us and taking care of somebody with this Ten of Swords that was really sick, because our next card here is the Empress, and that's us. Nurturing. It shows that we are nurturing others, but we are capable of doing it. And all of the energies we expend, for some of us it would be, we have the capability and we feel like we need to nurture. So maybe someone around us was ill, or maybe we had to help a workmate, because they had to take off of work. So, a lot of things can help or happen with this Empress. But the Empress is birth. She is birth. So for some of us, it can be pregnancy. You'll need that word, flexibility there, but she is harmonious, she is balanced. If we are, let's say, starting something new, a new business or a job, this Empress energy would be the birth of a new idea, a new creative endeavor. But it shows we have the energy to do all these things, even with this, even with this Ten of Swords. So if we have it to expend and give, so it's not putting us under like the upside down. Spirit's not saying read this upside down. It just means that this and this together are new beginning, So for us, those of us that maybe we're going into a new marriage, we're going to nurture it, love it, care for it, or could get pregnant with this card also, because she means birth. These are general readings, though, so I would want to say birth of new enterprises also, new jobs, new enterprises, new way forward. The Empress is very creative energy, just like the King of Cups. The Empress is very mature energy, major arcana there. Empress energy would stand beside us, our sisterhood, brotherhood, be harmonious, would be flexible to meet our needs, also has a lot of clarity. These are major arcanas. So it's an excellent card for us to get in the middle of there. And with the Empress and the King of Cups energy side by side, it's showing me if we are obedient to that feeling type energy, and we have, cups, 2 cups energy, 2 swords energy in here. That we will be rewarded and stay out of the immature, emotional, like instability that maybe can come with all this crazy retrograde. Go look, at your favorite person however you want to. I always try to keep up with it because it seems that astrologically things are changing so rapid now that we really need to keep our eye on it, because our next is our cups again. It's a 7 of Cups. This has come up before in some of the other readings. And the 7 of Cups is, to me, it's that kid in the candy store. I have 1 penny, and all this candy's in front of me. What am I going to choose? Because I only have 1 penny. This is a card of building castles in the air, the daydreaming and la 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 la, But look at the card, actually. Each of these cups, here's wealth, here's building our castle in the air, Here's maybe a love relationship. Down here is a snake in the cup. Well, could mean transformation, transmutation. Here we have a wreath like celebration and a mask. Maybe we want to be a new person and take off the mask, Who knows? Because we're with that 10 energy, it's fresh, We get rid of all that past crap that held us back and we're moving, in a quick motion forward. So when I see this, I think to myself, why not take 1 or 2 of those cups, right, for a really extreme focus? Remember, be obedient to our feelings. If we had a choice, did we want abundance? If we had a choice, did we want to remake ourselves? Because we have this 10 of Swords energy, in this reading. Do we need more clarity? Do we want a new home? Are we building the castles in the air? Then, with our next card here, we take the time. This is the 4 of Swords. We take the time to sit with this energy of our desire. How do we feel? What do we want to be? Be, see, say, do, all those kind of things. And we pull back in, maybe go to meditation. This follows the 3 of Swords, the heart with all the swords stuck through it. Betrayal, heartbreak, everything. Some of us may be this kind of energy. We're coming out of it and it was rough, It's the end of the cycle, but we need that time to just let down, reevaluate, recuperate, say to ourselves, or say to the King of Cups, type energy, right? That could be our friend. Say, what do you think would be a path forward, because he's dependable and loyal, trustworthy, he's not going to hurt us, he's going to say, like, the truth, give us or clarify our vision of what we want in the future. This is rest and respite. So maybe some of us, it's like monk type energy. We're going to go inside and hibernate. We're probably not going to talk to people. We'll turn off the phone because we need it. And for those of us that maybe were ill or were nurturing someone else, the opposite end of this, now that timing's over and we need that rest to think about things. Think where we want to go, what we want to do. So I'm saying with that feeling of coming up of being obedient, that's a strong word to how I feel. Me as an individual, me as a person, me as what I went through for just a little bit allows us to come back into harmony, get more clarity of vision, and maybe become a lot more flexible when we come up and out of it. But we need this time, or some of us maybe rest after surgery. We need that time, to to make the decisions is how it feels. Decisions, forward motion, the things we want or feel we need to do, that kind of stuff for the future. But if we're being rewarded for our faith, I'd want to be obedient to my dream. I really would. I'd want to be obedient to what I truly feel inside. Well, some of us, we got an odd card here from our angels, and it kind of makes sense with these two sword energies. It really makes sense. It's cleanse and detoxify. And I think that there must be, that's why I always tell you, look at your moon sign and rising sign, because you get more, but also look at it, because that's the way I pray before I do the reading, that it comes out like that, so you'll get a little more information in each thing. I think a lot of us have had a rough go. I don't know if it's, to me it feels like maybe the past month or two, but it could be this. They said, this is the portal year. We are, the 11, moving right forward, and manifestation. It kind of got off a slow, rocky start. I don't know about the rest of you Capricorns, but mine sure did. And it feels like this probably is the timing. It says, with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Yeah, then we got that fresh beginning. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and I can't read in this light, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. I think that's what this rest period is for. A lot of us are going to go within, find what we feel that we need to clarify our vision, to move forward in the future. So it would be all things, like not just detoxifying my body, but detoxifying my mind, my emotions. I don't want to get back into that, crazy energetics again, or get stuck in it. So I'm in that, exaggerated state, that maybe that high emotional charge with all this astrological stuff. We can get caught in a minute in other people's dramas too. Let's see, it says, this card signifies the angels recommend that you eliminate chemicals and toxins from your body. Your sensitivity to drugs, food additives, including sugar, alcohol, caffeine, and nicotine, has increased. These substances are interfering with your ability to hear your angels, so they asked you to avoid them. The angels will gladly help you with stress or cravings if you ask. And it says, use herbal means to cleanse, such as wheatgrass juice or psyllium seeds. That's just yucky. Consult a holistic nutritionist. Sorry, I really don't like wheatgrass. I really don't like it. Call upon a holistic nutritionist. Call upon Archangel Raphael to reduce or eliminate cravings. And Raphael is the healer. So whatever this sword energy means, call on him. It says, avoid toxic relationships or situations. And I think that's what was happening for a lot of us. Ask Archangel Michael to clear your body or home of any lower energies. Use gentle, earth-friendly cleaning and supplies. I can't speak or read. Well, Capricorn, looks like some of us had a rough time, but it looks like we're moving on and moving up. And that's our reading for this month. I want to tell all of you, thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or just go neb about me, all the information to do that's over at the website. Or if you want to set an appointment with me. All of the information to be able to do that is at the website. Now I'm going to take a break at the end of August, beginning of September for a couple weeks. I'll probably do it again around the middle of October, so if you need to see me, you can go to the About section. And all of you I've met through doing these YouTube videos for the past 2 years, and to everybody I've met through 29 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be able to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.